And we are back. G-Mac and Winnie coming at you with another edition of the Outlaw Blitz podcast. Big fella, let's get dangerous.
That was dark.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. This last couple episodes, this thing's just been fucked.
That's weird. I mean, I'll replace the mic and see if that helps.
I don't think it's really the. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Even our 24 cross media sounded funny coming in.
Interesting.
It didn't sound as good as it normally does. What's going on, buddy?
Not much, bud. Just enjoying this cooler weather. It's
fall
it's your
kind
seems
of
to be
weather.
in session now.
We'll still get some warm days.
Yeah, that's why the AC's not out. But
no,
yours doesn't come out, does it?
Yeah, I mean it can if it can. It hasn't, but it didn't last year.
Yeah, just in case.
Well, you know what it is last year I had, Cheech Chong lived underneath me, so they kept it at like 80. And when
so
you're
it
an upstairs
rises.
neighbor, yeah, it was just sweltering in my room.
Who the fuck can live with that, man?
I don't know.
Bro, if my shit's
no,
over...
hippies, right? They're all about that.
Sweat lodges and shit.
Yeah.
Fuck that, man. I really don't go over 65.
No, 65 is like my limit. I haven't had 65 at night right now.
I always go with, you can fucking throw a blanket on if you're chilly or a sweatshirt, but you can't get fucking cool.
If I don't feel well and it's really cold
Different
out,
story.
I might turn it up to like 70 and still bundle up.
Yeah.
Other than that. Anything else going on besides the Yankees and the Mets are in the playoffs? The Mets have advanced. By the time this comes out, they could both be out of the playoffs.
Yeah. Big
home run
late
last
inning
night.
heroics. They've got a magic feel right now. They needed late inning heroics to get into the playoffs. They needed late inning heroics to advance.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced that the Yankee pitching is what it needs to be.
Yeah, but the Astros are gone, so
that helps. That's been their Achilles heel.
So it's the Astros, so on one side it's Kansas City and New York, and then Cleveland and Detroit.
Yes, I would love to see Yankees in Detroit. I like Detroit.
I'd love to see Yankees and Mets in the World Series.
That'd be cool.
I'm sure MLB is pulling for like Yankees, Dodgers.
Money wise, I'm
just
sure.
Just coast and coast, right?
Right. They have the whole
like
country.
a Mets Dodgers NLCS, and then like Yankees Detroit ALCS.
I think they need a team like Detroit because they're a young up and coming team. They were such a shitty franchise for so long.
Weren't they like really bad at?
They're really bad like 2 years ago.
No, I mean at the break. Weren't they like 10 or 11 games out of the playoffs?
Oh, yeah.
And they made it all the way back?
Yeah, Scooble's some hell of a pitcher.
Yeah.
This is the first year, I think, I don't know about ever, but it's the first time I can recall that you had 2 Triple Crown winners for pitching.
Yeah.
Scooble won in the AL and Chris Sale won in the NL.
Yeah. Just one of them weird things, man. Like, it's they made it all the way back. They bounced back.
Yeah.
They overcame. But what? Skipping gears a little bit. What a fucking wild week for celebrities, huh?
I wanted to touch on that. It's been a big loss. Giuliano and I always used to say "fuck Christopherson" because he got the role of A Star Is Born and Elvis was asked to play. But yeah, Christopherson.
That was my sister's like Hollywood crush. Robin, my sister. Robin,
I could see that. Yeah.
Christopherson, Amos, the guy.
John Amos, yeah.
John Amos, who was the fucking Mr. McDowell. Keelan McDowell.
Right. I saw a picture yesterday. It was him and James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
So
King Joffer. Right? It takes a different meaning now, right? Because we both lost them both in like 60 days.
They're gone. There was another too, right?
Oh God, yeah. There were tons. Maggie Smith, Professor McGonagall.
Yes.
Harry Potter series.
Pete
Rose. That's a big one. That's why we're at number 14. Charlie Hustle.
Yeah.
Another athlete though. Another big time athlete.
And now, like I said, Major League Baseball will shit on him and put him in.
Putting him in now, I hope it. Listen, he deserved to be in a long time ago.
Sure.
But tasteless dirtbags.
If they do, yeah.
Yeah. He should be in.
Right.
And it should be, the fans should put him in.
I don't like.
Not Manfred. Well, listen, it was a lifetime ban. He's no longer alive. But to put him in immediately, like now, it just shows you what a bunch of classless scumbags you really are.
Right. And I don't like the fact that, I don't know, the other Hall of Fame seem to be so much more diplomatic and they put a lot of people in. MLB is so cliquey. I think there should be a fan vote at some point to maybe do a fan ballot and maybe one person a year from the fans gets put in. Listen, they put guys in like Ted Simmons, Don Sutton. These guys, they had like Sutton had 300 wins, but he pitched 28 years.
Wasn't there like 2 years ago they put nobody in?
Yeah.
Come on, man. There wasn't one person from a generation that.
Right, dude. I don't give a fuck. McGuire, Sosa, Clemens, Bond, they all should be in.
Right.
Listen, MLB, you turned a blind eye when nobody was coming to the ballparks. These dudes were
they saved baseball in 98.
They were juicing their fucking heads off and saved baseball. And they were okay then, but now they're not.
And in a way that they didn't belittle the game. Like Ken Caminetti, who went, remember how big he got? He couldn't even swing a bat.
Monster.
Yeah, these guys still kept their pliability and everything else.
And you look at Clemens and Bond specifically before the
cut
steroid
off the steroid era.
They were already Hall of Famers.
Correct.
So, and Palmeiro too. Ralphie should be in. He had 3,000 hits and 500 home runs.
Yeah.
Steroids don't get you 3,000 hits. Good hand-eye coordination gets you 3,000 hits.
Yeah. I mean, that's an argument to be made for other shows and episodes.
Yeah.
Just, it was a rough week with the amount of people that were passing away.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Taggart from Beverly Hills Cop.
Did he really?
Yeah. Yep.
Fuck.
Yeah. So, when you start looking at it, you're like, Jesus, the list, I think it was like 10.
Yeah, that's so ironic considering that the Beverly Hills Cop just really came out.
Yeah.
So, TV, I haven't watched any Tulsa King yet.
Me neither.
I haven't watched any Mr. McMahon yet, but
you're missing out on that one.
Well,
I watched the whole thing.
Just said goodbye to the wife this morning. She's gone for a week, so I can binge watch some TV. I did start Bel Air because they're back.
Another season?
Yeah, season 3's been just started. We watched 2 episodes last night. It's funny when they're gone for so long. The first episode you watch, you almost want to go back to the previous season and rewatch because it's like, what happened? And then
I like how they have
when they have
the. I like
prior seasons recaps at the beginning. Yeah. That's what Cobra Kai's been good for. And I'm gonna be sad when that goes. I get it. I know that they're working on the next movie, which ought to be interesting because they're combining Daniel with Jackie Chan.
Oh, great!
Yeah. So we'll see where that goes.
Yeah. Anything else you really want to dive into?
Did you go to the Garlic Festival?
I did.
How was it?
It was the Garlic Festival.
Crowded.
Crowded. We went at like 11:30 on Saturday, which is the worst time because it's lunchtime.
Yeah, and you guys had much better weather up here than I did down in Atlantic City.
I mean, weather was good. It was. I liked it when a little bit of the overcast came in because it was hot when it wasn't.
Right.
I made the smart choice of putting on shorts right before I left the house because it was like 65, and I'm by the river, so I got like a nice breeze. And
yeah.
I don't know, man. If the sun stays out, it's gonna get hot. Thank God I put the shorts on.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this. So we live in this town. We've grown up in this town. Mm-hmm. We've always been in this town for the most part. I went from pillar to post on that entire thing.
So nobody
2 or 3 times. Knew one person.
Wow.
Nick Buddha.
That's it.
Yeah. Vanessa's
yeah,
that's it. I knew Nick. Nick turned around, hey George, Zeke looked good, whatever. And that was it.
Wow.
That's the only person I saw that I knew in all and I mean complex. We went to the entire place.
Holy fuck, that's crazy.
Multiple times over.
Did
and the favorite thing I got was just a regular pretzel.
Nothing garlic related.
No.
Yeah. It's a big event.
I got like garlic wings. They were
I think for us it happens in our town and it's every year. And
I don't mind if I cooked more or something like that, I would definitely be more
right because of the vendors.
Correct.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
But when you don't cook, you know what I mean? Like black garlic was the big thing this year.
Yeah, black garlic's good. It's got like a sweeter taste.
And then there's ones that are like purple. The different types of them. But personally, I'd rather get there at 9:30 and eat before every line fills
and be done
up and pick whatever you want.
Right.
You know what I mean? Otherwise, there's stuff I wanted, but I wasn't waiting on a line that was 70 people deep.
I have been meaning to ask you something. your road. Where is it like caving in and falling away? Is that down the street from
It's
you?
not my road.
It's not your road.
If you look out my bathroom window to the back,
Okay.
there's
It's the upper road.
that beautiful house that sits
right.
out. Well, his brother is the town. I don't know. He's the town whatever, like a building a roads guy, whatever.
Okay.
So he let him cut these trees down, and when they cut the trees down, the road washed away. So that root system held that road in place.
Oh shit.
For 50 years or more.
Yeah.
Well, once they let him cut the trees down, all that root system came out, and the road it just will not
hold. Wow.
Will not hold. So now it's going to cost millions of dollars to fix a road.
Right.
Because you did a favor for your brother.
As life goes in small towns.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
All right.
You want to move on to our top five? Let's
yep.
do it. Oh, and as always, the Outlaw Blitz video brought to you by Moranti Plumbing and Oil, 845-901-4194. Give Josh a call. He will give you a discount on a
service charge,
and he
smells damn good.
This week's top five. The top 5 jobs you couldn't or wouldn't do.
Brought to us by, you call him private.
Yeah.
He's my general. Big Jim.
Gentleman Jimmy Williams.
That's right. Number 5, I'll start us off. Infectious disease doctor.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't do that.
No.
You
don't know what you're dealing with.
Yeah. It's like that time, remember, they tried everything in the world to get Quagmire. Because he banged all the women all over the place. And then one mosquito came and he turned like gigantically purple and flew over.
Yep. Yeah.
How do you know?
You don't. And that's the scary part.
Yeah.
Like every day the way my mind works, every fucking person that walks in that office is going to have the thing that ends me. So I can't do it.
The anxiety of it would have to be crazy.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, my number 5, septic/sewer worker.
Higher on my list.
Okay, we'll talk about it then.
Actually,
is it number 4?
It's number 4. Yeah.
Okay, so I might as well talk about it.
Yep.
Just smells. I'm terrible with smells. And, listen, I'm not above if my family can't eat and I have a septic job, I'll do it. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But I don't know. Not that I wouldn't do it, and not that I couldn't do it, but I wouldn't or couldn't
not
in the current state.
Chosen.
Correct.
Blaze used to joke, his father got him the job right out of high school. He was doing it for I think for 2 summers maybe, or 3 summers.
It has to be fucking rank in the summer.
Oh, dude. And he said he could identify different types of shit. That's disgusting.
Hey, that's Lucy stool.
You're getting there and raking it. And fuck.
Nope.
Not happening.
Number 4. That was your 4. That was my number 4. Podiatrist. I fucking hate feet. I can't touch them.
Made my list.
I can't touch them. And listen, good feet, it's a foot, right?
Right.
But how often are people with good feet coming to the podiatrist?
Bro, I've seen too many bad TikTok videos.
Bro, not only that, I've been in there when they've had to cut like diabetic toenails and crap. Oh,
yeah.
Nope. Foot fungus, nail fungus, feet rot, jungle rot.
Every toe looks like it's fucking thrown up a gang sign. They're all crossed and shit.
I could never be no podiatry for me.
No. Number 3, underwater welder. Couldn't do it. Don't want to do it. Number 1, I've seen. What made me think about it, honestly, was he wasn't a welder, but Keanu Reeves in The Replacements, when he's underneath the boat and he's scraping off the barnacles and shit. You don't know what's swimming up behind you.
Yeah.
For one.
Yeah.
And you're fucking with fire and
electric
and that bright. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, and then the light goes on. The welding thing
Way
is dark.
Too many ways to die.
And then your screen's not clear yet. And sharks are swimming up on it.
Yeah, you're fucked. You're done.
Mine, very similar to that in this aspect. The guy who changes the light bulb on the top of them towers.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, all the way up in them light,
not
way the fuck up. You're like on top of, they pay you $60,000 and you go up there twice a year.
Right.
Yeah, I get it. You work 2 days, but it took you 10 hours to climb that pole and you got to link it and there's nothing on you.
So there was, to kind of go these two girls often fall. No.
A high rise, or like
I think of that old picture where
my grandpa
7 billion feet above.
like a ride.
Uh-huh.
You go up, you picks up, and it turns. And it takes a picture of you, so it looks like you're sitting up on a high. So, like the beam would be where the. I mean, I guess if the beam broke.
Yeah.
Like over there.
I remember going to but when as an adult
where you lean.
Territory. Nope. I went out to yeah, 100%.
My number 2 is smell good. And remember when we went and saw the penguin? Penguins fucking stunk.
Moonshine.
Yeah.
We're up to my number 1.
Well, both our number 1s. Do it.
Don't do it.
Do not do it.
If you know us,
don't do it.
That's a true number 1.
Yeah.
But my number 1 for the show purpose, Embalmer.
Yeah, I mean, I think I, not that I'd want to do that, but I think I could do that.
I couldn't.
Like, you know, I think if you're doing it the right way, you know what I mean?
I've gotten a lot.
You can be gentle with, you know.
I've gotten a lot better with dead bodies over the years. You know, being in the room when somebody passes, going to, I mean, on the sad amount of fucking wakes and shit we've had to go into in the last couple of years. Gotten better with that, but I still don't want to work with a dead body. Knowing that when you're embalming, a lot of the nerves and shit are still, sitting up on the table, the fucking arm waxing the ball bag.
No, it just grabs your wrist. Hey, Highland, I'm not done yet.
Yeah.
You look like the guy that runs on top of water.
Oh,
like
100%.
the cartoon.
Yeah, big Richard Pryor in the fucking toy.
Yeah. My number 1, deep sea fisherman. Like my big deadliest catch, shit like that.
Right.
Fuck the ocean. We don't belong in the ocean. No part of me belongs way the fuck out where you can't see land. And that's brutal. Absolutely.
So
brutal.
You're saying like the dead or the perfect storm is like your biggest fucking nightmare.
Yeah, I'd rather go on a rocket to space on a rocket. No way that I could not do that. If you said, "Hey, you got to go out there for 30 days and you come back with, $500,000,"
Right,
I just couldn't do it. You just went out and smelled diesel fuel or something, puked all day, didn't you? On a fishing trip.
Oh, Justin, tell you that?
You told. Yeah.
Nope, not doing it, bro. If I was power to end it, something.
It's not good. Foot waves crashing over you. You're not surviving.
Hit the
some of your jobs that you could not or would not do.
Your phobias are going to
Your phobias will play into that. All right,
that was fun.
Yeah, that was. Number one, what?
Oh, you said you'll save it for the show.
Yeah.
Two different. Wow. I think it really just depends. In early, like a junior high, I definitely had the. It was. I liked.
The thing I will. Adams flat.
Good is both of them. Jimmy. And because he shaves the sides off, so it still looks good. So
Last night's show when it came on, that the building.
Sal Candulo, he is.
Where we are,
Yeah.
says that too.
Sal. Because I was streaming on TikTok. I was scrolling. Picture and then something in the front.
He does not get a break. He will not get a break. Week. You walked into a.
Wow. Okay. And Tommy too.
Yeah. No, it's just you're as you're everywhere.
Oh, so the fight has happened.
Yeah, it's happened. Each other, and then it started
each other. I've been around Tommy when car.
Yeah, okay. Tom though is
Oh man.
No, he. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Tommy.
Matt laughed ahead.
I just don't think. Yeah,
There's
I don't
a good
think
chance they started it with each other.
with each other. That's very well possible. I think a lot more people laugh at Matt because they know already.
Yeah.
And I think
But if Tommy doesn't know,
Tommy's got the short fuse, and they don't know. Yeah, all right. I'll go with the Duke.
All right, number 4.
Cleaning out the saloon.
You enter a vacant room. No one's been there for 5 minutes, but it reeks of cologne. Is it Josh Morante or Brandon Costello?
It's Josh.
You think so?
Yeah, I can.
Could you tell their colognes apart?
Yes,
I can too. I can tell who's been. I'll be like, Costello's just in this elevator.
I've literally walked out of a place and gone down the hallway, down the elevator, down the main hallway, and out the building, and smelled him since he walked out of the classroom. On ceiling, leaving at midnight. Yeah. I followed the trail the entire way out the building.
Oh, so he came in one way, you left that same
way in the reverse path, and smelled him the whole way. Yeah.
I've gotten on an elevator and been like, "Yep, Costello's been on this elevator."
Yeah. His lingers like that, but there's a vapor trail.
Okay.
With Josh.
All right.
Yeah.
So that was number 4. Number 5 is an interesting one.
Okay.
Our 5 kids, the 2 Winnie boys, 3 McDonald kids, are your people to pick.
Okay.
We have a horrible accident in a foreign country.
Okay.
Which 2 do you pick to do the surgery on us? Which 2 do you pick to do all the navigating to get us to where we need to be, taken care of and safe? And then who do you pick to do all the speaking to, like the press, to do a press release and stand up and talk to everyone?
Max is doing the speaking and talking.
Okay.
Because he's good at it in his job. He deals with the public every day. And at that kind of level, the medical stuff, I'm gonna say the girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, definitely Jern.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't worry about Jern.
And I'm gonna say Summer's gonna chip in there, and then I'll leave navigation up to Chris and Bean.
Yeah, I would probably change that a little bit. I'd probably go Jern and Chris for surgery because you'd want the one to be able to somebody strong.
Yeah.
And Jern would probably be doing all the surgery part, but he'd be like the gruff. Oh, this needs to be set. Bend that shit, smack.
Yeah, he can do that.
Yeah. I'd probably go Max and Summer to navigate, and I'd have Boston talk.
Okay.
Because Max and Summer, I think, navigating, they'd argue with people to get the fuck out of the way.
Oh, they definitely would.
In every way
they
possible.
Would win. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other one would just be up there. These 2 idiots tried to do, fight a lion on top of,
We still might die.
Yeah.
There's a possibility we might die.
But yeah, some version of our 5.
I think we'll be well bandaged and bones set, but we still may die.
Yeah. Yeah. But it might get us to where we at least can get more help.
True. True. I think we stand a good chance of living, though, with those 5.
With those 5, I think we stand a good chance.
Yeah.
But you ultimately got to take one of them
Yeah.
out of it, and Boston doesn't technically drive yet.
Right.
So, take him out of navigation. Although he was a great navigator in Italy.
Right.
Co-pilot.
Yeah.
Summer would argue with the Pope. We'd get where we needed to go. And
Chris, he hates traffic, so he would be like a fucking maniac behind the wheel getting us there.
Yeah.
That's why I picked that.
Yeah. So. And some version of that might all 5 might
do something
positions at all times.
Like they're gonna need Chris to get my big ass into something. So
yeah. All right, and that does it for crazy questions. Now moving forward, we haven't done this in a while. I gotta see if we have the sound ready to go. Oh, yep, here we do. We call this one Crime and Punishment. This is Winnie's Fall Edition. We haven't done anything since Winnie's Spring Edition.
Right, yeah. All right, so I'll start us off. Number 1.
It's just you. I got 2.
Oh, you got 2. I got 5.
I just did bonus.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 1, blowing leaves into the road.
Okay.
Hate those people. You're going to fill their car with said leaves and then randomly shit in a few spots. So as they're cleaning out, they're getting a surprise.
Right, they're just, it's leaves, it's God.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Scumbags.
Yeah, that's the punishment.
That's
nice.
My number 2, people who wear skull caps in warm weather. It's usually the hippy dippy fucking tree hugger woodstockers.
Yeah, it used to be the guys that wore the Affliction t-shirts.
Yes.
It used to be them too, remember?
They pulled down over their face and direct nut shot.
Kendo stick.
Yeah, I don't see girls doing that.
Yeah.
But definitely
Yeah, I mean, it's that crowd.
It is definitely that crowd.
Yep.
My number 3, decorating for Christmas before mid-November.
Okay.
To me, we've said this with sports. We've said this with holidays. Everything has a season. Fucking Christmas trees don't belong up before Halloween. Really before November 15th, I think.
Yep.
So I'm going to crush all the ornaments and lights into a big pile, strip them down naked, and F5 them onto the pile.
Oh, dude, almost like superhuman.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit.
Poof, drop them.
Yeah.
My number 4, people who act like a barista in ones that like right, and I make enough back of their pants. Splitter that.
And your number 5.
They get strung up in a tree, a jack. String them up and just fucking huck rotten out.
All right, now early September, and they're like, "Oh, we got pumpkin spice." Spray, fill them up, and then fire them.
Nice.
All right, that's one bone. We've all done it, okay?
But at the same different level.
Yes. All right, so that's fall.
January. You throw that fucking.
And Thanksgiving lovers, slow the fuck down. Mariah Carey's already thawing.
Yep, I'll be hearing that song in no time.
Oh, dude, it'll be probably like second week of November, first week of November.
Ad nauseum, that song will be played.
All right, ready to move along?
Yep.
We have done before.
We have. Brought to you by me. Number 1, bonfires.
Underrated.
Agreed.
Underrated.
They're fun.
They're great for. This must be a fall theme though.
It
over
is.
and under. Yeah. They're great for this time of year. A nice crisp night, and you get a sweatshirt on. You just hang out and put some music on, and just bullshit and enjoy the time.
You might see Bill Ball fall into one.
You may, but save the beer.
Number 2, crock pot cooking.
Oh, as underrated can get.
Yeah. Almost good all year long, but especially good once the weather gets cold.
Correct.
Stews, roasts.
Yes.
Chili.
I was doing a lot of roasts. Was it last year I did all those roasts?
Yeah, because you brought me in roast beef one time. Yeah, you had a bunch.
Yeah, it's just the big thing with those is getting your timing and your heat figured out.
Right.
So, you want to keep your roast, whatever your roast is, within a certain weight. Like, like a 5-pound roast. And then just stay at that 5 pounds and get your time and your temperature figured out.
You get up nice and early. So for you,
oh, yeah.
Put on that low heat and let it go.
Yeah, I'm big with the crock pot, man. Like, as a matter of fact, tomorrow I might do it now.
There you go.
What are we going to the Ball Bowl tomorrow? It's a 2:00 kickoff.
No, I'm probably going to work.
Okay.
Number 3, lined pants.
Oh, overrated.
Yeah, I don't like them.
There's no reason.
They're itchy for me.
Just wear fucking sweatpants.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like lined jeans. You mean shit like that?
Yeah,
where they got like a liner in them.
Yeah, or like the jeans with the flannel lining.
For us.
Right.
Right? I mean, people that work outside all day, every day in the cold, they're probably underrated.
Right.
For me, once you start moving around, you heat up, and then it's
even at like a football game.
Yeah, too much.
That's not what gets cold on me.
Yeah. I'll wear long johns under my jeans.
Sure.
Yeah, that's different. I'm not, when they got like that fleece lining in them.
Itchy.
It's
They're very itchy.
Yeah.
Like I got a pair of fleece sweatpants that are great. I only wear them when I'm sick.
Yeah.
Because they're great at that time.
Yeah.
But number 4, hot hands.
Underrated.
Yeah.
Or hot feet, as long as it fires.
And it works on both feet.
Yeah. Because I had one that was warm and one I had to stick under your thigh because it was, frozen.
You had the Adam Sandler Blackfoot by the end of that game.
Yeah. Everything else, both hands and my right foot were warm. My left foot was stuffed under Winnie's thigh just to warm up.
Number 5, high school football concession stands.
Oh, underrated, dude.
Yeah, you always find a good.
You find something cool about it. One of the best places was Taconic Hills.
Yeah.
You'd get the chili or some shit.
Oh, because, the parents would bring, like, something special for the week. Meatball subs.
It was always a big thing when they played Saugerties.
Yeah.
And we'd be up there, and after the game, it'd be like, everybody would be at that concession stand. Meatball subs, chili in a cup, beef stew, all kinds of shit. All kinds of good snacks, too.
For our home games, when we were up on the hill,
yeah,
the bacon, egg, and cheeses.
Oh, yeah. Underrated.
Kill.
Underrated. But, yeah, high school home, yeah. In the cold, but we don't have night games here, so it's And in all honesty, like when it's cold out, you sell hot chocolate and hot coffee. Not a lot of food.
Even at Port Jervis, man, nothing like a good concession stand hot dog.
Yeah.
Underrated.
Hot dogs at the races or a game when it's cold out. A hot dog is its own wonder.
There's a whole Orange County Speedway has its own.
The chicken sandwich.
Yeah, that thing's killer.
Yeah. Yep.
And my bonus number 6, corn mazes.
I like them for what they are. If you go out for the night and you enjoy, we used to have the Barn of Terror here, and then the Headless Horseman. You had these things, the corn mazes. They were cool.
Yep, and
it gets a little crazy in there.
Chris took a fucking
header with us.
No, Chris took a fucking corn cob to the dome.
He did. Until you just said that. That was at the fucking Barn of Terror.
Yeah, it was.
The ball, yeah.
I think it was me, you, him, and Troy.
Yeah.
No, him and Tanner. It was him and Tanner.
Yes, him and Tan.
Yeah.
And maybe Anthony Spadero.
Could have been.
Yeah, and we took a group of them, and it was funny as hell.
Yeah.
Then another time, Summer broke a headstone there, like a legit headstone.
Oh, shit.
She was running from something and like looking back, and she turned and hit into a headstone, knocked it over. Clunk.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was brutal.
The Barn of Terror, for what it was worth it. To me, Headless Horseman is so overpriced now.
Barn of Terror was cool because it had a new theme every year.
Yeah.
And then it just, COVID knocked it done.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was good. That was a good over-under.
Right.
Nice fall-themed over-under.
Yes, sir.
Where are we going now? We are going to... Rabbit hole. What dragged you down the TikTok, YouTube Reels hole this week? I will start.
Please do.
And it'll be on our, if you haven't already seen it because we're a week ahead, it'll be on our Instagram. The fucking P. Diddler memes that are coming out.
Oh, there's a lot of them.
There's so many of them, and I just went down like a million different rabbit holes of what they are and what's coming. And it's not good for that guy.
No.
It's not good for him. I went down that rabbit hole, and whatever's coming for that guy is all deserved.
Oh, 1,000%. Allegedly. Yeah.
Another one I went down was Joey Chestnut's kid.
Okay.
Was in the military. And they
Really?
and then people figured out he was Joey Chestnut's kid.
Oh, shit.
And it worked against him in some aspects, and it worked for him in other aspects, which then worked against him again.
Huh.
So, like, he said he was out getting smoked, essentially, PT, where they pretty much abuse you physically. Mm-hmm. And they're like, yeah, something about this we're not counting hot dogs here, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, no.
And then say it was like a captain came. Well, then a major came and was like, hey, Chestnut, over here. Hey, I'm a huge fan of your dad. Could you give me an autograph? And then, saved him kind of from it, right? But by him saving him and this guy being a higher rank than that guy, when he got back to that guy cut shit all over him over again.
Man, so that's rough.
He goes, yeah, so in one aspect he saved me, but in another aspect and he looks like a total hippie. Like he was never in the military. So
really?
Yeah.
Damn. Yep.
And then I watched a lot of Derek Jeter. It's been 10 years since his last week of Major League Baseball.
Wow.
I'm like, 10 years? Does that seem right?
2014, yeah.
Yeah, it's 10 years.
Okay,
right? Five years ago?
Quick, the Giants all year long. And Buster Posey's in charge of the Giants now.
Really? Recently, and I don't know why I noticed it. Shit that's going on with this.
No, I'm pretty sure he's got a podcast.
Stuff that went down in like the Gatlinburg, Asheville. I mean, where the fuck are and we're giving foreign countries
it's bizarre. There is a new I don't think that's the one though. Matt Leinart, yeah. I don't. Okay.
And he needs a nickname. His dad.
He wasn't a porn actor?
They had him like the ginger hair. He tears the fucking Jets up in Germany. Deserved. Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
They should. Receiving touchdowns this year.
Whole bunch.
None.
to the pro game. That's how it's
You're
going the other direction. Off it. Think about it. Tim Tebow with spread offense.
It would be crazy.
He would be.
What he would be.
Yeah.
Listen, a kid like Malik. They won, and he played well.
Yeah.
That kid made.
What else did you watch this weekend, man?
There. I think he's from Alaska. Camping in Alaska for overnight or 3. Dug down deep down to. He put logs down for a floor.
Yeah,
like you've got.
Same weird guy with the glasses and blonde
It
hair.
is. You can hit the button, it'll. It doesn't sound warm. Taking layers off because. Saw the clip.
I got laughing at. I'm feeling Puerto Rican with this hair. It never stops what you do.
A lot of Teddy Swim stuff I was watching after.
Now, does he have like his own social media? Like he sent it from York when you were down there?
I didn't look at his accounts. I was just typed his name in on TikTok. He's a few times where he's been places and people were playing his song or singing his song.
Was he a voice guy? The voice guy?
No.
Where'd they find him? Where did he come through?
Just
like TikTok or YouTube? Yeah.
YouTube about 5 years ago.
That's the thing now is you don't need all those outside sources.
Right.
People like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
Like remember that song, Rich Men from Richmond? Remember that Oliver Anthony guy? He had that one song, the kid standing out in the woods with the red beard.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That dude blew up. He didn't need them. Dude, the Hop Tua girl.
Right.
Not for nothing. The Mets have winning since she threw out the pitch.
She's blowing up. It's her and Grimace.
But I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
The Mets have been winning since she threw out that first pitch.
Yeah, and her podcast is pretty funny.
Yeah, it's Talk to It.
Talk to It. Yeah, with a couple episodes. Whitney Cummings and her are really close, apparently.
Oh, they became
friends.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now she was on her very first episode.
A lot of Kill Tony this week I watched.
He's funny. Tony is funny.
Well, just the people coming on there are funny as hell too.
Yeah.
He's like, Tony, you so gay, you suck on baby carrots. That's also Sal.
Did you see Bobby
Lee?
Bobby Lee.
And
who's the other
guy? Yeah.
The
red hair guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gifted him. He must have had
the necklace?
Yeah.
240. So I'm glad you brought that up because I meant to say that to you. If something happened like that, like where we got huge, like two bears, like where you land a big deal, what gift are you buying? What gift do you think we're buying for each other?
I don't know.
Like the guy's like, you could have just got me a car? Like, this is crazy. And he goes, dude, do you ever see the way you drive your cars on the fucking thing every other week? I'm not buying you a car.
For you, I probably would buy a nice old American muscle car. You're a driver. You've been a race, or maybe a race car.
I mean,
again.
if you got that kind of money and you can buy somebody something, I think I would try to find you like one of Elvis's official platinum albums.
That'd be cool.
Like one of his, like one of a kind.
Yeah.
Like if you ever sell this thing, I'm fucking kneecapping you kind of thing. Because I know you would be on eBay later.
No, fuck that. Not
like, oh, I had it. Okay, take a picture with me with it. I held it.
Nah, not so.
Let's go buy a house. But you'd have the money.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter.
You know what I'm saying? You'd have the money to do the other shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that made me wonder when I was listening, because I listened to their, it's called Bad Friends, which ours could clearly be called too. But yeah, he was like, I don't feel comfortable wearing all this.
Yeah.
He's like, you better wear this fucking thing in Miami.
It was gigantic.
It was huge. And he did it because he made him feel uncomfortable with it.
Was it Ben Baller that he had on?
Yeah.
When he gave it to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Bobby, did you see the one with them in Sketch?
No.
Sketch was money on their show.
Really?
Money. He's like, why are you squinting on me? And he goes, well, you're squinting at me. Because you know, Sketch is always with the glasses.
Yeah.
Bobby Lee's, why are you squinting at me? What's going on here? And yeah.
Sketch is funny. He's another one that took his 15 minutes of fame and made.
Yeah, because he's a good person.
He is good. He's a good
person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like that girl, the Hawk Tour girl. People jumped all over her. Real proud, real proud. Dude, she's a kid that was really part of the fucking interview and was out having fun.
Right.
It was a fucking funny moment that people just want to get all sensitive about.
Yeah.
So, you didn't watch anything else this week?
No, just...
I didn't have time to.
I honestly, yeah. I mean, I watched a lot of old Bell Life stuff. I'm trying to think anything else popped up.
A lot of Sean Ryan stuff, like the Sean Ryan podcast. I listened to them, a couple of them this week. Man, I'll tell you, it just seems to me that all the people that are in the know, the people that have done, you know, CIA stuff, special forces stuff, tracking people, all these people seem to be like, we are fucking in trouble right now with all these, what's going on right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when, I don't know, usually, you know, if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck,
it's a
fucking duck. And they're all saying it's a duck. And I don't think it's like they're fear-mongering. I think they're like, hey, they're not coming for me.
Right.
They know I'm a fight. They're coming for you because they know you're not a fight.
Right.
You know, and when they send them warnings out, you kind of just go, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't, I didn't watch any of the vice presidential debate.
I didn't either. I kind of caught clips of it, a lot more civil, but a lot more of the same shit. 3-on-1.
I don't buy. Here's the thing: I don't buy the numbers either.
What numbers?
The polling numbers. I don't.
No, because here's the thing: how many people don't want to admit who they're going to vote for because they don't want to be criticized, especially right now?
Or how much is this?
Either direction. Either direction.
Right.
Well, here, okay, go to New Paltz and ask them if you're going to vote for Trump or Harris.
Right.
It's going to be 90-10.
Right.
And right?
Those 10 are going to be visitors to the town. They're not going to be New Paltz
Correct.
residents.
Now go somewhere else, like a Marlboro or wherever.
Go to Kentucky.
No, I'm just saying like another town like that, and it's going to be 90-10 the other way.
Yep.
It's a lot of where you're going to do these tests. These polls.
Yeah.
Oh well, we're going to go into. It depends on how you want to skew it. Go into Woodstock and ask that question. You're going to get the answer you want.
Yeah.
If you're a liberal.
Right. You're going to, before these slanted news people
go into
out,
Hurley and ask that question, you're going to get the answer you want if you're a Republican.
Right. That's just it. You know where you're going to go and ask the questions to get the answers that you want.
Yeah.
So the proof will be the day after.
Yeah, listen, it is what it is. Not the day after, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Like we always do. You got anything else?
Nah, buddy, I'm good.
All right. For